Good morning. This is my first Instagram Live, so I hope this works. I'm just trying it out. So welcome to Rituals to Love. This is something, oh hey Caroline, great to see you here. Thank you for inspiring me to do this. Rituals to Love. So this started off as morning intentions about 2 years ago, and I did loads of journaling. I wrote loads of notes in terms of what I would offer, and procrastination is something I'm still working through. So I've been thinking about rituals to love for such a long time because and I might get a little bit emotional here because for me, love and just love is just one of those parts of me. I'm just a very loving person. And even when I was little, I was always wanted hugs, and I'm all about the love. And the more and more we go through these times, there's more and more of a call for us to change our vibration to love. And that's an amazing aim for us to have, because for me that's kind of part of me. But on the flip side, I'm also very human. The same as, we're all here having this human experience. And so the feeling that I might have when I get up in the morning, particularly because I'm not a morning person, isn't necessarily that high vibration. So I was thinking, let's start off in the morning. Like I said, it's not maybe my favorite time of the morning. So let's just go on in there. And what I want to share is just some easy but powerful techniques that have really helped me on my journey from or through, I like to use the word through anxiety, through to where I am now and who's to know what's to come. So I just wanted to share some easy things that you can do. You can do them in the morning, you can do them at lunchtime, afternoon, evening, whenever you need to use something to help you to feel better. And so for me, better is my aim. And if I can feel amazing, then great. But for me, it's all about feeling better, because I know what it feels like to come from that place. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of an insight in terms of a little bit of my journey, so you can understand why I'm here today. So my feelings of anxiety, as I shared with Caroline, by the way, who's doing amazing stuff with her mental health tips, weekly Instagram Live on a Thursday evening. I think it's 7:30. I hope I'm right there, Caroline. So I shared my story in terms of where I think my feelings of anxiety started with me was when I was 7 and we moved to Germany. We moved to Ireland from Germany, and it was a big thing for me. It was an event. Of course, it was an adventure, but it was a big deal for me. It was a big uprooting. I felt uprooted from my comfort zone, if you like, from my friends, from everything I know, from my language, and it led me to have anxiety in terms of its classical kind of definition of fear of the unexpected. And so every 2 years we would move, but it was always very sudden. And so it led me to essentially kind of almost be in that constant kind of hypervigilance, if you like, kind of wondering when it was going to happen next, wondering when the unexpected would happen next. And it made me need some sense of control, and that's completely understandable. So I know a lot of people, who have anxiety will need that control, and that's completely normal. So whatever normal is. So if you're feeling that need to control, I completely get you. Okay. So that got exacerbated when I was a teenager doing exams, because I could feel the pressure. I could feel the I'll never be good enough, because that was another theme that kind of ran through. You can imagine, as a German in Ireland, I never felt that I would ever be good enough, and so that kind of theme started with me there, and I felt that I needed to fit in, that I couldn't be me. All of those themes ran through my life, and as the pressure of exams built up, and the same for us, as stress builds up, then all of those themes will be triggered more and more. And of course, knowing now, I know that it was part of my journey. And I know it was part of the journey for me, coming back to me, because that's what I feel that I've done. I know I've learnt, but I've also found my way back to me. And so I was talking about normal, and I just wanted to throw that in. For me, anxiety and worrying, that was kind of what we used to say about my mum. It was the norm. She was a worrier. She would worry about us going off to school. She would worry when she read the newspaper. It was a very normal, in inverted commas, thread that ran through my family line, and and is definitely a theme that runs through my family line. And the amazing thing is that I'm so grateful to have the techniques and the tools that the women, for me, the women who were my ancestors, who were in my generation, they didn't have those techniques. And so for me, it's all about, by me empowering myself, by me finding my way back to me, I feel like I'm having an impact, and I'm healing those wounds that came through my family line. So I just wanted to show you how this amazing technique called emotional freedom techniques, and the answer is in the words, it's there to set you emotionally free. Okay. And it's been a journey for me, it's something that one day you'll have a good day and I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is really working for me. Another day might be not such a good day. And so it's all about sending yourself compassion for where you are, for what you're feeling. Okay. Because I discovered emotional freedom techniques as a young mum, because my anxiety was starting to rise. I had 2 young toddlers to look after, and I didn't have access to all of the amazing treatments that I had learned about through my wake-up call, which I'll talk about another time. And so I discovered this amazing technique that I could use myself. So remember, I have this, I had this theme of needing the control, but also for me now, I would like to reframe it and call it empowerment, self-empowerment, because EFT for me is like the most self-empowering thing, because I can change the way I'm feeling. I can change the way I see the world. I can change how I am with other people, and that then has the ripple effect. So it's so much more than just tapping on acupuncture, acupressure points, because it's a way of communicating with your subconscious on a deeper level. And that's something for one-to-one sessions. But on a surface level, it's to help you to feel better in the now. And that theme of the what ifs, the mind chatter, being able to quieten that, for me, is just a revelation, and it's the ultimate in self-empowerment, and it's helping yourself through this. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of tapping. I will put the tapping points on my bio. I haven't got there yet because this is a very spontaneous thing to do, but for now, just follow what I'm doing. And so we're just tapping on the points ever so gently with 2 fingers, and just ever so gently. I remember when I first started tapping, I got really sore because I was like tapping really hard. We're literally just tapping on the energy. And today I just wanted to tap through feelings of the unexpected, because that's a big thing coming up at the minute. And I have that tendency to kind of launch straight in there. So here I am. And we're starting off by saying, even though I have this fear of what's to come, that's okay. And that's a huge thing, you know, for somebody. We're so conditioned to just push things down. This is all about looking at it. It's about acknowledging how we're feeling. And that was huge for me to start with. Just acknowledging how I'm feeling, giving myself the gift, not even permission, giving myself the gift of feeling what I'm feeling. And that's okay. Instead of putting a sticking plaster on, or instead of trying to pretend that I'm okay when I'm so not. Thank you, Caroline. And so this is the biggest, I mean, this is literally when they started talking about this on the tapping solution, I was like, I'm in. Whatever this is, however crazy this feels, I'm doing it. And I seem to, and I'm kind of getting quite tearful because I'm remembering what it felt like to be giving myself that gift when I was feeling really stressed and overwhelmed. And my anxiety was going through the roof and I was having trouble even just getting out the door. So even though I'm feeling this fear of the uncertain future, just for now, I'm choosing to feel okay in this moment. And I can feel my breathing start to relax, just doing that. And we tap about 6 times, but don't get caught up in the number. This fear of the unexpected. And think about where, just not think about, but tune into where that is in your body. Where do you feel that in your body? For me, it's in my stomach. If you're into the chakra system, it's the solar plexus, which is the seat of our power. It's the seat of our who we are. So that's very, very apt, isn't it? But wherever it is in your body, it's right for you. And then the inside of the eye, so it's just where the bone ends, and I normally tap on both. Yeah, definitely Caroline, solar plexus. Outside of the eye, this fear of the unexpected. I'm acknowledging that I just don't know what's to come and it feels uncertain. Under the eye, and just the bone, it's literally just the bone under your eye. I just don't know what to come and it's making me feel, insert your own emotion, anxious. And then it's under the nose. I'm feeling anxious and that's okay. On the chin point, maybe it's okay to feel like this. And I know it's a phrase that's being used at the moment, but maybe it's okay not to feel okay. You know, maybe it's okay to feel anxious. Not to have to pretend that everything is hunky-dory. On the collarbone point, this is a really, really good one. And if you want to check out what they mean, you can find out what all of these acupressure points. And this is just where the groove, kind of in the groove, if you kind of were to scrunch your shoulders in, it's literally just the little groove there. So it's collarbone point, but it's actually kind of underneath the collarbone. I'm choosing to give myself the gift of feeling what I'm feeling. And then we have under the arm, which is for the ladies, bra strap point, for men, just across the nipples. And this beautiful one of my favorites, wrist point. I'm choosing to give myself the gift of feeling what I'm feeling. And you can rub this, one of my favorite things to do. So if you're out and about and you're feeling anxious, if you're on the bus, you're just walking, you're in a meeting and feeling anxious, and that's okay. And we're just tapping on the edge of the nail bed. And then just putting your hand on your heart and just feeling into your body and feeling if that feels any lighter. I've been doing this a while, so I can feel the energy shift, but when I first started out, I just felt a little bit better in myself. And sometimes it can rise to the surface, so sometimes it can feel quite uncomfortable because we're actually looking at something that we haven't looked at for such a long time, and that's okay too. So we're just going to go through the points one more time. Just follow my lead. Even though I'm still feeling a little bit of this uncomfortable feeling, it might have changed to a different emotion. It might have moved to another part of your body. If it had a color, what would it be? I'm very visual, so I will go for a color. It could be a sound. It could just be just a feeling. Whatever it is right for you. So we're just going to tap through this feeling in my body. I'm choosing to acknowledge it now. This feeling in my body. This feeling in my body. Just this feeling, just keep it really simple. And if you forget a tapping point, that's okay too. So, just coming to the end of that round of tapping, that's what we call it. Just checking in. And it may have shifted, it may still feel the same. And just for the purpose of today, I'm going to bring in, how would you like to feel? Could be better. Could be a color that you need. It could be, imagine that you're in a beautiful space somewhere that will help you to feel less anxious. Or you could even just ask that anxious part of you what it needs. And these are just options, so just tune into, what do you need to feel better? It could be that you need to move. It could be that you need to do something for you. Giving yourself the gift. So for me, what's coming up is I love this beautiful, I might share it, this beautiful Qigong exercise. It's like 15 minutes. But I know that while it only takes me 10 minutes is what I'm going to do after this. And so again, that's something that you can do in the morning. It's something that you can do at lunchtime in the evening. But there is a lot going on at the minute. We are picking up on our own energy. We're picking up on the energy of others. And I'm going to do a live about helping you with that too. So it's just acknowledging that it's okay. I'm going to send some Reiki too while I'm doing this. So wherever you're watching, yeah, I'll send it through to you. Maybe I'll see if I can probably put it in my bio, so I shall do that. So I'm going to send some Reiki to you now while we're doing this. I love to bring Reiki into everything that I do. So you can close your eyes, keep your eyes open, just imagine receiving. You can imagine your crown of your head opening up to receive whatever it is that you need for today. Hope is coming into my mind. Hope for a brighter future. And for me, that's kind of it's like a sun, but there's a little bit of sparkle in it, and a little bit of gold sparkle in it. So what's coming up for you? What could you tune into? And breathing that image, that color, that song. That smell. Bringing that in through the crown of your head. Into your forehead, smoothing away any lines of worry. Seeing the world through these new eyes of hope for a brighter future. Breathing in that hope. Hearing the hope. And taking that hope through into your heart and feeling your chest and your lungs expand to receive. And this is the thing, it's receiving so we can fill ourselves up, so we can come from that place of plenty. And you could, even while we're here, send that out to somebody that you know who needs it, from that place of replenishment, from that place of fullness. Send that out to someone that you love, connecting with them from the heart, from that place of fullness. I'm just going to tap on the thymus point, which is literally just that bone, kind of before you get to your chest. Because that's a really good one for the immune system. It just feels right to bring that in today. And taking that through into your solar plexus, into the center of your being. That color, that vibration. And taking that into your womb space, your sexual organs, your center of creativity. What could you create from that space? And then going into your root, the base of your spine. Rooting to the earth. And sending that vibration out to the earth. And at the same time, feeling that connection of that energy flowing more freely now, because that is another point of EFT. It's to remove, it's to release blocks so that the energy can flow. So just tuning into your body, and how is that energy flowing? Is it flowing? Is there another block? Is there a part of your body that might need that color too, that you might just not have picked up on first time round? And just bringing yourself back to your heart center. And so I invite you to check in how you're feeling. I'm feeling lighter, I'm feeling so much more energetic. I've been feeling quite tired, and again, that's a theme that's been running through for a lot of people. So if you're feeling tired, no, it's not just you. There are a lot of people feeling tired at the moment. There's a lot going on in December. There's a lot energetically to process. So really just bring that colour in. Take it out to your day if it feels like the right thing to do. Take it out to a meeting, an event that you have today. Again, a person. And if you're watching this in the evening, you can send this through to the next day. You can send this through to someone that you love. It's just very, very flexible. I'm so pleased you're ready for going into clinic. Lots of love. Oh, you have corals? Wow. And feeling good. Thanks so much for sharing that, Caroline. So I am going to leave you there. Just bring yourself back to this earth. Bring yourself back to the body. Maybe do a little bit grounding, moving, shaking. Take that into your day, into your evening. It might help you sleep if you're watching this in the evening. So I shall leave you now. I am trying to keep this to 20 minutes, but I may just go over. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, just either DM me or or get in touch. It's I'll put my link in the comments. The name of my company is Be Amazing You. It's not that easy to spell, but it's all about, for me, right from the beginning, it's all about remembering who you really are and finding your way back to that amazing you who is in there. It's just that she or he's just covered under a few layers of conditioning that we've learned along our life. So sending lots of love for your day, for your evening. Thank you so much for being here, whether you're here live or whether you're joining in later. I hope this helps you. Let's up our vibration, but coming from that place of meeting ourselves where we're at. So I'm going all in. I'm going to do it on a Thursday as well. So Tuesdays and Thursdays up till Christmas, and then we'll see. We're going to see how it all goes. It might keep going. We might turning into something different. Let's just put it out there. From the fear of the unexpected, let's put it out there to know that the unexpected can be a good thing. That's where I'm at. Sending lots of love. Thank you so much for tuning in. 9:15 on Thursday. I shall see you soon. Lots of love to you. Bye. Now, how do I stop this thing? Okay. I do.